Yes, that's Robert Plant singing the lyrics for Scott McKenzie's tune in the middle of Dazed and Confused. If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, you're gonna meet some gentle people there. January 1967 saw the Human Be In event in San Francisco gather some 30,000 folks to ignite the summer of love. January 1969 could easily be the Human Zepp In, a first encounter with the future rock and roll kings of the coming decade. And Led Zeppelin sure met gentle people there. San Francisco was yet another cultural destination they had to conquer as the generational shift of previous Summer of Love morphed into a new way of thinking, escaping, and deal with fleeting hopes for world peace. The hippie movement would soon settle for sex, drugs, and rock and roll. As Scott McKenzie sang, all across the nation, such a strange vibration, people in motion. There's a whole generation with a new explanation, people in motion. So you think promoter Bill Graham is the man responsible for the Fillmore in San Francisco? Not exactly. The real credit goes to businessman Charles Sullivan. Born in Alabama in 1909, Sullivan fought his way through severe racial injustice, eventually establishing himself as a skilled machinist in the shipyards of San Francisco during World War II. This provided him enough capital to take over an old dance hall, and thus the Fillmore Auditorium was born. Sullivan primarily booked black artists, catering to middle-class black families. He replicated this successful formula with other venues, thus becoming a wealthy man. But nothing lasts forever. Urban planning projects began pushing residents away, ultimately leading to the decline of the jazz scene. Sullivan decided to sublease the Fillmore to an up-and-coming entrepreneur, Wolf Volodia Grajonka, better known as Bill Graham. By 1966, local rock bands were beginning to make their mark at the Fillmore. Tragically, Charles Sullivan was found dead on August 1st of that year. The circumstances surrounding his death, officially ruled a suicide, seemed suspicious to many, including his family, who believed he was murdered. This fueled numerous conspiracy theories. Bill Graham continued to lease the venue, paying some $500 a month to the building's tenant. Graham himself rarely spoke in detail about the conditions of the lease, nor the Fillmore trademark he managed to acquire. Record books show this was a profitable business to say the least. 295 shows in 1966, 342 in 1967, including Jimi Hendrix playing 6 nights, just 2 days after his iconic guitar burning moment, and 10 shows by Cream, August through September. The venue hosted some 240 concerts in 1968, the same year when Graham moved his business to a new location, 10 South Van Ness Avenue, in an almost trapezoid-shaped venue by the name of Fillmore West. From there on, every show was an event. The Who, 10 Years After, and Iron Butterfly were among the names that played several sold-out dates. Cream's Wheels of Fire had one song recorded there. Ginger Baker's Toad was captured on March 7th. One of the most frequent bands and Fillmore proteges were of course Santana, who recorded several shows December 19th through the 22nd. This was released in 1997 as a 2-CD set live at the Fillmore 1968. Although a different Santana lineup from the one at Woodstock, still a fascinating listen to understand their concert evolution. December at the Fillmore continued with Slide on the Family Stone, Steve Miller Band, and Poco. A New Year's Eve concert on the 31st had Cold Blood, Richie Havens, and Led Zeppelin's US connection, Vanilla Fudge.
On New Year's Eve, how would you like to see Vanilla Fudge, Richie Havens, Cold Blood, and the Young Blood at the Fillmore West? The doors will open at 9 o'clock New Year's Eve and go till 9 o'clock New Year's morning, and it'll finish with a big breakfast. That talent lineup again at the Fillmore West, New Year's Eve, Vanilla Fudge, Richie Havens, the Young Bloods, and Cold Blood. Yours New Year's Eve from Bill Graham.
States.
Thank you very much. Hello to everyone. Very happy New Year.
1969 began with a 3-act bill of The Grateful Dead, Blood, Sweat and Tears, and Spirit, scheduled January 2nd through the 5th, just as Zeppelin played the Whiskey in Los Angeles. The Beatles' White Album reached number 1 on the Billboard 200 list and held the top spot for 6 weeks until February 1st. Led Zeppelin was scheduled to perform at the Fillmore January 9th through the 12th alongside 2 bands. American bluesman Taj Mahal was about to release his 3rd album, Giant Step the Old Folks at Home, and was featured on the Rolling Stones' Rock and Roll Circus. Country Joe and the Fish were in a goodbye celebration of their classic lineup, but they would soon regroup to start working on their 4th album, Here We Are Again. The Woodstock effect further pushed their career into the early 70s. A highlight compilation of Country Joe's January 1969 shows at Fillmore West was released in 1994. Led Zeppelin headed out to San Francisco in good spirits. It was January 9th and Jimmy Page turned 25. He was a senior member in the group and the main signature on their Atlantic Records contract. The band held another promo shoot in close proximity to the Fillmore. A 2014 Rolling Stone article had photographer Herb Green share his recollection of events for a session that, according to him, lasted less than an hour. Unlike the previous London sessions back in December, the band looks different here, their confidence growing, getting used to the hassle of touring, slowly realizing they will take over the States. Playing the Fillmore was crucial in their quest for riches. Not only did it contribute to the enormous hype behind their soon-to-be released album, but it changed the local on-stage frequencies, adding primal savage electricity. Fillmore regulars Jefferson Airplane and the Grateful Dead were jam bands, who built their set around some sort of collectivism. Led Zeppelin picked things right where Cream left, with specific personality and musicianship traits. They raised the volume in the shock department. They could jam, yes, but from a different angle. Total annihilation of competitors and skeptics. Their setlist for the Fillmore series was made up of every track they had at their avail, including the Yardbirds' For Your Love, played on January 10th, and the American debut of You Shook Me, since their December arrival to the States. Based on photographs from their San Francisco run, it seems Robert chose his lucky shirt we can see on their first ever gig in Scandinavia in 1968. A simple stage setup with a powerful band delivering earth-shattering performances that established them as one of the most promising stars of 1969. Now, this was not a new experience for Jimmy Page, but technically his 8th concert appearance at a Fillmore establishment after previous Yardbirds visits in 66, 67, and 68. Zeppelin at the Fillmore marked the beginning of a profitable but troubled relationship with Bill Graham, as manager Peter Grant cared deeply about protecting his boys as much as he could. Led Zeppelin would play the Fillmore West again in April, and while these are the most famous band recordings at this venue, I hope you enjoyed the audio summary of their January run, which laid the foundations for their return. These shows have surfaced in the ways of bootlegs, and please note, there's only one track available from opening night January 9th, so here are the concert highlights, January 9th through the 12th. Led Zeppelin at the Fillmore West, Part 1.
you to do a thing that, should we say, keeps rolling. That's what it is to be. Yeah. Do you know the reason? Looks like the council. Anyway, this is a thing called For Your Love. quit you, babe. In a very few seconds. Are you warm enough tonight? Are you really warm? It's so warm here, isn't that true? That's the word, hot, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, has anybody got a Les Paul? No? Jeff who? Try to bring it here. Thanks for your patience anyway. Thank you very much. This is going on with a thing from the album. This is what we wrote ourselves. Big deal, big deal. This is called Dazed and Confused. Take it easy, babe. Say what to you. long, all night long. You shook me all night long. Easy. I've got you in the sights of my loving girl. Now listen up, hang on a minute, just a minute. Hang on. Listen, if you've sort of shown us that we should do another one. But hang about. Listen, if we do another one, then there won't be enough time to do another set after because everything's either running late or something like that. Thank you very much. Thank you.